You see this beautiful game? Yeah, they want you to pay $500 just to fucking play it nowadays. Rip your wallets, boys.
The cab, the original key art. So kudos to Arcade 1-Up for making this one happen for all the wallets out there.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. New Age of Heroes. Capcom. Marvel vs.
Hey guys, so first of all, I'd like to mention, please excuse the quality of this video. I'm not emulating this, and I don't have the best tech to be showcasing a game like this, so you'll have to excuse me on the quality a little bit. But yeah, I'm playing this on old hardware. I am not emulating this. I've been ready for this for a while. Also excuse how I might play, because talking and playing at the same time is gonna be interesting. But I'm making this video because I want to talk about the recent drop that we got for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. If you are unaware, the Arcade 1-Up company, they make like arcade game. You know, you can see them around Walmart and stuff. But they essentially, they make arcade games that you can buy, and they've been porting games for years. My issue with the whole... I don't have so much of an issue, because collectors love that stuff, you know? Gamers, they love having their own, like, little arcade they can, like, put into their home and show off to people. Like, it's great. My whole issue with the entire thing is the fact that it's the only port of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 that we've gotten in, like, years. That I take an issue with, because basically this whole video is going to be me saying they need to put it on, like, newer content. That's essentially what needs to happen. The fact that this game is still, like... The fact that I had to buy this years ago should tell you, like, it's not quite fair. I also need a lot of practice in this game. I haven't played in a hot minute. I've just been encouraged to play lately because of the whole drop that's happened recently. I mean, I still need to invest in arcade stick. There's a few things that need to happen. Another thing that's unfair about the fact that we don't have a port on modern consoles, especially like Switch, is the mere fact that we don't have access to an online mode. Now you see, there was a version that came out, I guess probably like 10 years ago at this point, but that's the problem, is like these ports come out and then the license expired. That's essentially what happened to the PS3 port. So I had a PS3. And honestly, I would have preferred to have been able to buy the PS3 version back when I bought the Dreamcast one. But the thing is like, it wasn't available. Like, the license expired. At that point, Disney had already, you know, had access to Marvel. And this is what happens. So now you have to rely on, like, getting hold of hard. I had to buy a Dreamcast just to buy this game. And let me tell you something, because that Dreamcast, I can just, like, I can literally, like, just download any game on a CD-ROM because Sega fucked up. This is the only game I'm ever going to buy for it, only because they made such a stupid choice like that. But, I mean, there's literally been books, or there could be books written about, like, the failure of the Dreamcast. Definitely a ton of videos on the topic, that's for sure. But more importantly, the online is starting to become very important. You know, there needs to be a way to be able to connect that isn't, like, on a version of the game that's no longer available. Like, it really just... It's not really fair. I mean, I get my ass handed to me at first. I mean, everyone kind of does. But there needs to be an option to be able to play with people without having them in the room. Or going to a tournament, obviously. And the fact that, like, there's gonna be an online mode, but, oh, better drop $500 on an arcade machine. It's really dumb. I mean, it's a good start, don't get me wrong, and I really hope it does well enough that, like, they go, there's enough money we could port this on PS5. That's what needs to happen. They just need a PS5 port. You know? Definitely need to get myself an arcade stick. And no, I am not using the really shitty old school Dreamcast controller for this. I'm using it's a Mad Catz controller, but it's obviously not an arcade stick. Which makes it a little better, but, you know, obviously if you want to be anywhat serious, you need to get an arcade stick. It's not really an option. I'm considering building one myself just so it's purely custom. I don't know what I'd use for a base. It'd have to be some kind of plastic. I just don't know what. I've seen tutorials online where they, you know, people can just use like boxes, but for the most part, it's just kind of like, what do you use as a base? Because you need a box, obviously. You need some kind of box. Son of a bitch. See, talking and playing is really not... I would not be doing this fucking bad if I wasn't trying to make a video at the same time. Why I usually stick to edited content. Not only is it easier on the psyche, but, you know, it's actually of quality that people might actually be willing to pay for. Whatever. Like, you know, it's actually trying, and that's what you need to do. You need to try to be an entertainer. Too many people just sort of like put their faces on out there and they just talk for 10 minutes in a camera. Kind of what I'm doing now. And they expect that's the only type of content that should really get anywhere. It's like you can make TV level content and this is what you choose to do all day. Just gonna stream and expect people to pay you money for it. It's really kind of dumb. But yeah, it's nice to see that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is coming back. Even if it is in such a way that's kind of aggravating. You know, free Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So people can stop, like, hacking it, you know, modding it. Well, people will still mod either way, but, you know. Just put it out there for, like, $10 on, like, Switch. How hard is that? You'd make a boatload of money. It's like Nintendo. It's like, if they just re-released all these, you know, like, this plethora of games, they'd make so much money, it's not even funny. People are willing to pay for this stuff, they just don't have a market for it. And I understand a lot of it is just legalities and, you know, lawyers and things of that nature. Like, you know, things change, brands go out of... companies go out of business, you know, that make certain things, or, you know, Marvel gets bought out by the literal, Disney Corporation. Like, you know, these things happen, but if they were able to get this far, they can definitely put it on PS5. There's no real excuse. Can you fucking switch out, please? See, this is the other fucking problem with controllers. Good riddance. I need an arcade stick, motherfucker. I need to get better too. That's another thing. I definitely need some more skill in this game. I haven't played in a hot minute either. See, I just died. Switch. Thank you. Hyper combo finish. Yeah, this game's so fucking awesome, dude. Not even just for like fighting game fans, but comic book fans, fans of Capcom games, this game is just, it's beautiful.
You win.
And when it's literally easier to get the first one because it was actually released for PlayStation, mind you. PlayStation games are a hell of a lot easier than Dreamcast games. Even then, most people have a PS3, they play PS1 games. What console plays a Dreamcast game but Dreamcast and an emulator? Nothing. It's understandable why it was ported to this console. The literal game was made on something called the Nomi engine, which is literally the engine the Dreamcast games are made on. So it was literally made for this console, quite literally. Probably because they probably got a lot of their budget from Sega, I'm sure. That's why it's like an exclusive, but it's like things need to change in that sense. There's literally a hashtag, I'm gonna put it in the video. People have been saying it for years, but it's free Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This game needs to be free. Let people enjoy this wonderful fighter. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't know if anybody wants to tell me their opinions. I'm sure I'm not far from being on point when I say the game isn't quite freed. That's my whole argument. This game is not. Until we get not only the game but an online port. Well, the game is enough, but definitely if they're gonna put an online port on the arcade one, they're definitely gonna do it here. So I'm gonna lose. Damn. Yep. Now I get to stream myself getting my ass handed to me because I can't play and talk. Look at that. Yeah. I'm rusty as crap.
Good work, soldier.
Good work, soldier. Here's an eagle. That's another thing about this game. It has so much character to it. You know, character-based fighting. You'd hope it would.